Before we carry on with this talk, let me just actually do an intro bit, so we know when to fucking start the fuck it. Yo, hey, hi, hello. It's been too many fucking weeks, and welcome back to the shithole. Say hi, James.
We promise it won't take 2 months this time.
He's making the promises, not me.
The one who doesn't edit any of these podcasts is making the promise.
Mm-hmm. The one who just appears.
Exactly. I bring the blackness, and then I just leave. That's how it goes, you know?
Hey, you say that, but in the time I sent the first message in chat, I was blonde, and by the time you came back, I have black hair, so...
Okay.
I'm not even lying.
Anyways,
welcome back, fuckers.
Yeah.
I'll try to be awake for the next time we schedule to record.
It's definitely not like the past 3 times we've scheduled. He's either asleep or not home.
Okay. There we go. We're getting it correct this time. Well, let's not hope for the last one. Anyway, hi. A lot of shit has happened in those 2 months.
True. I'll agree with that. Work's been fun. My streaming schedule's gone to shit.
College is kicking my ass, and a lot of celebrities have died.
Yeah, and
like a pretty famous comic book artist. I'm forgetting his name because I'm actually dog shit with names.
I don't know comic book artists, so
Neil Adams died today. And he's the one who made probably the most iconic Batman cover of all time. The one with Joker. Yeah, I'll put in fuck it, I'll just put it in general. I don't know.
Just put it wherever.
Yeah, he made this cover and that entire comic book.
That's
yeah. Yeah, he died today.
Definitely rest in peace to Neil Adams.
Yeah,
I haven't
Neil
gotten
Adams.
to comics because, quite frankly, I don't have an eternity to spend catching up. But
and everyone who says, "Oh yeah, comics are fun," and anytime you go, "Oh yeah, should I start?" Everyone goes, "No."
I've thought a couple times of starting, and then I'm like, I see there's like 50 different timelines. There's like 20 different characters that are all the same person, and it's just like, you know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep. I'm gonna stick to watching anime or watching whenever a Marvel or DC movie comes out.
Yeah, or TV show that I still haven't watched.
I mean, at least DC's finally, getting movies right with the Batman. Because that was...
True. That was sick.
That was good. Now, I have to agree with everyone else, though, with the fact that Robert Pattinson, amazing not Spider-Man, wow. Amazing Batman.
Yeah,
amazing Batman.
Robert Pattinson's
very
my
mediocre
favorite.
Bruce Wayne. Very mediocre Bruce Wayne.
I think it's a setup. I think it's like, oh yeah, we're getting the one Batman this one, and then when the sequel comes out, it's gonna be like a Bruce Wayne type thing. But I will say this:
Christian Bale Batman. I mean Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, but I will say this: if Robin's not in the next movie, I'm not watching the third. I'm not getting blueballed again with the fucking like the Dark Knight trilogy, where Robin comes in the last movie, but his name's actually Robin. I'm not getting blueballed again.
I mean, how they're just gonna shoehorn it? Because I mean, at least with this Bruce Wayne, with Robert Pattinson's Batman. Jesus Christ, his name's a mouthful. I'm just trying to think to myself, like, how are they gonna incorporate Robin into that one?
They can, well, as your local comic book nerd who lives a couple thousand miles away.
Yeah, totally local.
Real local.
He's across the fucking ocean. But anyways.
Yeah, they could make the next movie about the Court of Owls. Because Dick Grayson, the first Robin, he's actually a grandson of one of the leaders, as he's setting up the Court of Owls. Yeah, Dick Grayson's like the grandson of one of the heads of the Old Owls. And they could incorporate like, oh, they killed his parents to try and bring him in but Bruce Wayne gets to him first, trains him as Robin, and then the whole scheme is trying to protect Robin from the Court of Owls. That's how I can see like the next movie coming off.
Okay, yeah, I can see that. That sounds like it would work. I don't know anything about the Court of Owls, but it sounds like it could work.
Court of Owls are fucking weird.
It's kind of like the... What was I gonna say? Have you seen the trailer for the new Doctor Strange movie?
Yes.
I think the best part of that trailer, and by best I mean most fucking hilarious part of that trailer, is the fact that Wanda goes, when you distort the world and change time, you're hailed a hero, but when I do it, I'm a bad guy. And it's like, my brother in Christ, you took an entire town hostage. you took an entire town. You took an entire town hostage just so you can have fun with your sex toy in private. Like, I don't know what you want me to do.
You literally enslaved the town of your own will.
And we're supposed to, just be like, yeah, this is fine. This is something you can do. No, yeah, man. No, you aren't supposed to do that.
Who would have guessed? Oh, fucking... Get me a minute.
Yep. It's definitely a British dog moment. Unnecessary plug while he's gone. Twitch.tv/UgandanSwole. Follow me on Twitter at Ugandan. Wait, no. My Twitter is Swole Ugandan. I don't do much on my Twitter, but I shitpost. I would plug my Instagram, but I don't fucking use it. Yeah. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter for casual shitposting. What's some other things I could plug for no reason? Fuck, I can't think of anything else to plug.
I am back.
Welcome back.
Yeah.
Only took you about 3 years.
Yeah, because my check-in was also ready as well, so... I went and just, sped run that real quick as well. But yeah, whilst we're talking about dead people for, a minute with,
Jesus.
Well, I say that with, all the celebrities that are dying and all that, Gilbert Godfrey, he recently died. Bob
Saget.
Bob Saget, he almost died. Oh, sorry, he is dead.
What do you mean almost?
I don't know. But then, have you heard, what's his name? The one in Die Hard. And he's in every shitty action movie ever.
Bruce Willis died?
No, but he's dying.
Well, I knew that.
Yeah, no, that came out in the time period that our lives went to shit.
I was like, I don't remember seeing Bruce Willis died. The fuck?
No, that'd be awful. But no, he's what the fuck's he dying from? Amphiasia? Aphasia. Aphasia. There we go. Yeah, and that's why he's been doing all the really shitty movies just so he can get money to help him out.
I think the best thing that came out of it was the fact that the Razzies were like, okay, we need to get rid of that award now, because they just realized, wow, we're making fun of someone with an actual disability at this point.
Yeah, and they've been doing it for years.
They didn't know it, to be fair to them, but
yeah, but they still did it. Man, I remember hearing about that and I'm like, shit, that's why he does all those fucking movies. All those dog shit action films that he's trying to recreate.
If it couldn't be any more fucking obvious from how this is going, we are both incredibly fucking tired.
Oh, yeah, absolutely exhausted. Like we referenced beforehand. I've slept 2 of the 3 times we meant to schedule. But when we did schedule it, it was on my college days.
Okay,
And
this
then
looks like it's a copy paste. This is disturbing.
what? What are you looking at?
So, I made the mistake of going on Twitter,
Fucking idiot.
and
Oh yeah, that was bought recently.
since you liked the tweet from Belle Delphine, I decided to go through some of the replies, and people really need to find hobbies. This is
What, the tweet about Belle Delphine's sister or some shit?
yes.
Yeah.
This is genuinely concerning. This is.
What's the comment thread like?
Do you really want to see?
Yeah.
I'll show you the first few replies that I saw.
I'll hop on Twitter as well, just to see how many replies there were to it.
I put it in general. Oh, there are. How many replies are there? Fuck, wait. Isn't there usually a way to see how many replies there are?
Oh no. I missed you so much, Belle. I've not been able to sleep or read. My depression has been killing me. I thank you for returning. I thank you for returning and wanting.
Copy pasta and what isn't.
I think the top one's a copy pasta. Supporting any way I can. You're absolutely perfect, and I can't wait to see what type of things you come out with. Yeah, make another 6ix9ine video.
Oh, I have something that's even worse.
Ma'am, I will pay $10,000 for your bathwater, please. I want to be her tampon. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, to be blessed by her DNA. Oh, fucking Christ, man. Twitter, what is wrong with you, bro? Is this what happens when you get bought up by Elon Musk?
This is exactly what happens.
God, fuck free speech then. Well, free speech for these people. As James has muted himself. So much shit has happened, man. It's ridiculous.
Sorry, Alfred called me.
What the fuck? What did he call you for?
Because he was asking me if I want to go to a concert with them in June. I'm like, I'm gonna be in Florida already.
Wait, what? What concert?
Apparently, it's like they're gonna go see like J. Cole and everything. And I was just like, I'm already gonna be in Florida. No, I don't want to hear this.
Wait, why are you gonna be in Florida? What the fuck? Family?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm laughing at this tweet that I see in my timeline because of you. It's like rappers be like, I'm sipping lean, you sipping water. Okay, that's fine, bro. Did you see that the Wiggles replied to Lil Nas X about doing a tour?
Shut the fuck up, really?
I need to see if it's real, but I saw something about it a little bit.
Dog, please, bro.
Tweets and replies. Tweets and replies.
What do you do when your parents cook for you? What? Alright. On a scale of 1 to 10, how quickly would you be murdered? If you'll act. On a scale of like 1 to 10, 10 being like instantaneous and then 1 being like you have a minute left to live. How quickly would you be murdered if you ever did this? Because I'll tell you this, I'm a 10. Not a chance in hell would I.
I wouldn't even get the chance to get the kick off. Like, my body would be put into the ground so quickly.
It's like a 12. You like think of it and your mind's already like backhanded your head off.
Where's the tweet?
For context for audio listeners, it is a picture of a black man kicking his mother directly in the head with the what seems to be an Amazon logo pointing directly at his feet, which is at his mother's head, with the context saying mom. And the title doesn't make any sense with the thumbnail, so Like, what do you
Trying to
do
find
when
the
your
original
parents
tweet. There it is.
cook for you? You kick your mother in the head. What the fuck?
Yeah, so Lil Nas X tweeted, trying really hard to get the Wiggles to co-headline the tour with me. I'll keep you guys updated. And then the Wiggles replied, "We're ready to wiggle with you." To which the Teletubbies also quote retweeted the original tweet saying, "We think you meant to say trying really hard to get the Teletubbies to co-headline tour because we're already practicing our choreography." Oh my fucking god. If both the Teletubbies and the Wiggles were in his tour, it'd be the
I-
funniest shit ever.
Fuck's sake. I hate Twitter. I found a fan art of Ferb from Phineas and Ferb, and the quote, and the text above it just says, "The quietest people shit the loudest."
What?
I don't know. Oh,
What?
I got friendly reminder today. From that little quote tweet. Did you hear about the first successful surgery of a man curing deafness?
I thought you were about to say on a grape, and I was about to leave the call immediately. but what was it?
Let me go find the tweet. It's on my saved because I was gonna reference it weeks ago when we planned to do the when we planned this episode a couple of weeks back.
Back when Chris Rock and Will Smith was still a very funny thing to joke about.
Yeah, South American doctor, Professor Mashudu Shifuloro became the first surgeon on Earth to successfully perform a surgery to cure deafness. He is also a pastor. Pastor,
He
even.
cured deafness? I'm confused.
He replaced bones in your ear with plastic ones that won't deteriorate in your fucking ear or from your blood and shit. And the man could hear out of his ear again.
Oh, deafness.
Yeah.
I thought you said deafness, and I was like, the fuck?
Same thing, dude. What?
No. Deafness is not the same as deafness. Do I need to type it out for you?
No, I understand you being TH deaf, but why would you think I was talking about that? Yes, the first necromancer has finally came back.
That's why I was confused. Because I thought you said deafness. I was like, the fuck? How do you just cure death?
I mean, again, become a necromancer. It's
Fuck up.
it's as simple as that.
Fucking idiot.
I mean, yes, I am. Oh, yeah, Kendrick Lamar, he's coming out with a fucking album after 5 years. Excluding the Black Panther album.
Yeah, it's been 5 years.
Yes, that's why I said 5 years.
Shut up.
No, that's not the point of this. The point of this is to talk. No, fucking... Oh, yeah. A lot of movies came out. I completely forgot about that. The Secrets of Dumbledore, which lost over Fairy Bait.
Oh, have you seen Everything Everywhere All at Once?
Yes, bro. Oh my
Bro,
god.
that was so good.
I dead-ass think that's my movie of the year so far.
That was one of the funniest and just... That was definitely a very original movie. That was great.
Funny, emotional, epic. Let's be serious,
Yeah.
those fight scenes are some of the best we've seen all year. Probably better than the Shang-Chi fights in, the beginning of its first movie.
It's just so funny, though, because it's it's when you're, expecting... okay, it's definitely gonna be spoilers, because fuck you, by the time this comes out, the movie's already gonna be in, Blu-ray. But... but... I think it was mad funny when you're like, oh, it's gonna be the daughter.
Yeah.
But then how it happens is just oh, okay, so she could just do it like that. And
Yeah.
then the part where she just, kills a cop with a dildo. It's just like, wait, why? Who wrote the scene? Who had the time? Who?
Who wrote this scene and who has given them an Oscar for it?
Honestly, the best writer of the year.
Oh yeah, definitely the funniest movie I've seen all year though.
Because that was just a roller coaster, that movie. It was funny though because I went to go see it with like Alfred, Jack, and like Brandon and everything, right?
Yeah.
And we'd gone to see it because we were originally just gonna go get like boba, because it was Alfred's girlfriend's like birthday.
Yeah.
But by the time I got Brandon, the boba place was gonna close. By the time I got to the place, so like let's just go see a movie. So we decided to go see that one. And so what we didn't know is that there's two things. So the movie theater that we went to, we forgot that they had actually changed ownership recently. And so what the fuck? Anyways.
That's a reaction I expect. The owner of the previous cinema changed recently.
And so the camera's just yelling downstairs. Never mind. I thought she was talking to me, and it's like, the fuck. But yeah, anyways, they changed ownership, and I'm trying to buy the tickets through Adam, right?
Mm.
And the movie shows up, and so I get in. So after I I had to find a way to get back into my account, and then I bought the tickets, $70, right? Because there's like 5 of us.
Fucking hell.
I look at my phone, there's no tickets. I didn't get an email with the tickets. I didn't get a text with the tickets, and I'm like, what the fuck? That's like $70. Like, what's going on? Like, where's my $70? And so we go in, and I'm like, hey, I bought the tickets online. And dude looked at me, and he was like, please don't tell me you bought through the previous owners. And I was like, no. I was like, I bought through Adam. He's like, oh, we don't have Adam anymore. And I was like, well, the seats that I had chosen, they're not there anymore. And I'm not trying, and like that was like $70. Like if I don't want that to charge my account. I'm not gonna, actually get the tickets through here. So that was a whole ordeal. And then the second thing was when we went, it was like 10:25 at night, right?
You left at like 12 then. Fucking hell.
I knew the movie was gonna be like 2.5 hours, and I was like, that's fine. I could still get home by 1. So apparently, with the changed ownership, also meant we had to watch 20 minutes of advertisements before the movie even started. So the movie didn't even start till almost 11 o'clock. So we didn't actually finish the movie until almost 1. No, past 1. At this point, Alfred, Jack, and Brandon, they're all complaining because, like, oh, we have work in the morning, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I have work in the morning too. And then it's like, oh, but I have to go in at 8 or 6 or whatever. And I'm just like, yes, I understand that. But
shut the fuck up.
We paid $17 for these tickets. I'm going to watch every bit of this movie before I leave. And Brandon kind of has no choice because, I'm his ride. But but
it could have been real petty and just waited outside.
I mean, if he wants to do that, he could just Uber home at that point. I don't know. It's up to him.
Yeah.
But they're getting so upset because especially like near the end of part 2, when it kept dragging on, they're just like, and I was interested in it, like, oh my god, they've been doing this for like 20 minutes now, and it's just like, bro, can you shut up and just watch the movie? And when part 3 started, they were about to walk out the theater. Because they were so upset. They're like, there's a part 3, yeah, I'm leaving now. I'm like, bro, there's like 10 minutes left in the movie. Calm down. And so then we finally, we finished the movie, and then they, all went off complaining.
Yeah.
Almost got into a car accident that night. That was cool too.
Oh, was that what you were bitching about?
Oh, yes. So.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So context for the podcast. Our mutual friend Brandon doesn't know how to drive. I will make fun of you. Come on the podcast. No, anyways, I'm driving him home at like 1 a.m. It's like 1:15 in the morning. Highways are basically empty. And I'm not gonna lie, I was going kind of fast. But, not fast enough for, it's like putting our lives in danger, right? Because there's no cars in the road. We're just chilling, whatever. And that was until about maybe a half mile in front of me, I see this car on the highway just stop, like dead stopped in the middle of the highway, right? And I'm still approaching, at a reasonable speed because I'm like, what's going on? Like, are they gonna keep going? Like, because they had obviously missed their exit, right? So instead of doing, what it's still not, the safest thing to do, but the smarter way of doing it is pull off onto the shoulder and then back up on the shoulder to then take the exit. No, this person tried to start backing up in the middle of the highway, in the middle of two lanes. And then as I get to like probably like a quarter mile behind them, that's when they stop completely in the middle of two lanes, by the way. And there's only two, this is a 2-lane highway. They're just sitting smack dab in the middle of it. I had to like swerve around them. And it's just kind of like, I understand you missed your exit, but it is 1 a.m. in the morning. At this point, you need to just cut your losses and just take the next exit. I don't understand why they did that. So that's how I almost got into a car accident with Brandon at 1:15 in the morning.
American drivers are the safest. I can't say shit. I live in the UK, specifically the Northwest. So just if you touch the road, you best fucking look left and right every millisecond, because those fuckers
Left, right,
will not.
up, down.
The exit, like the right, left, bottom, just everywhere, every corner. If you can look at it, just fucking look at it, because you do not know when these drivers are coming out of you or coming out for you.
Coming out to you.
Yes.
The drivers are actively getting out of their cars. Like, yeah, this is my coming out of the closet story.
That would be pretty funny, to be fair.
Just be like, you just hit my car, and it's like, I'm sorry, I hit your car because I'm just not coming out so bro. This guy is like, bro, my car is smashed. That isn't gonna fix my car. Like, that'd be at the point where it's like, I'm happy for you, but I need you to understand. My car is broken. Cannot drive it anywhere because of certain people like you. Now.
But yeah, no, go watch Everything Everywhere all the time. It's fucking, if you can watch it at the very least, go watch it. It's probably
worth the time.
Probably the film of the year.
I want to bring something up, but I feel like depending on how the next few hours go, I don't know whether or not this will be something that will definitely need to be edited out of the podcast. But
don't worry, I cut the whole fucking outro of last time, so.
Did you actually?
Yeah, when Dylan was like, no, I don't want my socials attached to this.
Understandable.
Yeah. So I just cut it all out.
But if there's one thing I've kind of yeah, we'll probably end up just cutting this part out anyways, regardless of whatever happens. But I'm getting to the point where I'm talking to someone right now, right?
Yeah.
And there's someone that I definitely need to close my door before I say this. Hold on. So it's definitely someone that's been through a lot, and that's not something that disqualifies them from being in a relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is that I've seen what happens, especially with myself, if you get way too attached to a person very quickly.
Oh no.
And usually things end, they can end pretty bad. And so it's like, I just met the girl a couple days ago. And it's like, I like her. She's pretty chill, She does have a number of things that she is diagnosed with and everything, but that's not the problem, obviously. It's just like, like she brought up to me today because we were talking. We talked on the phone pretty much every day for the past few days. And after we got off the phone today, because I was like, okay, I gotta go get my sister, and then like I'm gonna go get a haircut, then I'm gonna record a podcast, and I'm gonna go do some other stuff later tonight. And she brought up, she's self-aware about it. She gets really attached very quickly, and she likes me a lot, but she doesn't want get her heart broken. And how do I say this? I think the big problem, like besides the fact that I know I'm gonna be moving in like 2 months, not 2 months, 2 years. I'm not even gonna be in Connecticut. I'm moving down south, which is, ironic knowing my skin color. But
Yeah, you should be fine. You're funny enough. You're white enough.
I'm joking. Fuck off. Fuck off, you asshole.
I can't say shit.
But anyways, it's something that I kind of noticed that happened to me once. It wasn't as, it's not going to be as bad as for her anyways. But, it's kind of, and I kind of noticed with another friend who's in a somewhat similar situation in a way, except not as fucked. It's kind of like, you're so desperate for that constant in your life where like everything, is variable. And, obviously there's not many things you can have constant. But when you're struggling to have that one thing that can like constantly just like make you forget that shit sucks, you get really desperate for it. And it's like, I like her too, but the problem is, it's like, it's still very early, I can't, like, I still like her a lot, probably like mutually as much as she likes me. But it's like at the same time, I have to remember, I've seen what happens. This has happened to me twice now, where it was first the other person, and then where it was me that got attached too quickly. And what happened in the end? Someone got hurt. So it's like, and those were only relationships. No, yeah. Anyways, what was I gonna say? And both times, coincidentally, those relationships ended in like 2 months. This has barely been a week. Like, and if that's already, something that's a big thing, that she's scared of, it's kind of like, do I really go on with this? Do I really, in my own head, I'm like, I shouldn't continue this because, to be honest, my life as of right now, I have a very set plan that I'm trying to follow anyways, and I'm going to follow it as close to the T as possible. So it's not like, oh, the minute you come to my life and you don't like, adhere to my plans, I won't change anything. But it's like, I'm going to be moving quite pretty much across the country. It's not horizontal, but vertically anyways. And that's a big culture change, big just everything change, right? From what I'm used to up here, or what you'd be used to up north. So it's like, asking someone to, why'd you ping me to this? What is this? Christian Bale on Sun. Wait, what the fuck is his name? Wait. Merl. How the fuck? Merle Menu. How do you pronounce that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah, my microphone just kind of like stopped working for like a second and kind of concerned me. Also, I don't know what the fuck that is.
I can't understand that. I can't understand his name. You'll have to like you'll just have to put a screenshot of that on the YouTube video or TikTok, whatever the fuck.
Yeah, probably TikTok. That's getting out first.
But anyways,
happiest moment of my life. But yeah, good for Christian Bale though.
good for him. Good for him. Son has a weird ass name, but good for
fucking
him.
Celebrities, man.
Listen, they got enough money to where bullying doesn't matter. But anyways, like I was saying though, moving, especially as far as where I'm gonna be going,
yeah,
asking someone to do the same is a very big fucking ask. So unless someone also plans, be like, oh yeah, I'm trying to get out of here too, but she's about to start college, like in the fall, so it's just like, that's not something you can just like easily change out of, like especially for what she's going into. It's like you can't just easily change that to another college. Like it's not just come one come all, like
yeah, you can just drive over.
Communications degree, would be like, it's like every college has a fucking communications degree or a liberal arts degree. Not every college has a vet tech degree or will accept you for vet tech, right?
Oh, fucking hell, yeah.
So it's like, you can't just, it's not easy to just transfer all that shit, right? It's not easy, and it's a pain.
Because if I remember correctly, different states have different veterinarian laws.
That is also true, because it's kind of like it's like you said, kind of not necessarily different veterinarian laws, but different kind of like guidelines or like root. Like they basically all kind of have the same like this is like the baseline. You can't do worse than this. But then there's some states where it's like you can get away with a bit more than some other ones where you have to be or it's more strict or whatever. So it's a whole thing.
Yeah.
But like even for me, I mean, I haven't tried applying to other like big schools, but I'm going to community college right now anyways. So doing IT, that's just something you can kind of, bounce around from somewhat from school to school, as long as, you show you're not incredibly stupid. But so that move for me, it's going to be like, yeah, I can just, transfer down to the community college. It'll be fine, whatever. But, whatever she's doing, and she's not really in a situation at the moment, where she could just save up much money to move, especially.
I can hear your keyboard, by the way.
Yeah, I know. I can't do anything about that. I'm sorry. But trust me, I've tried several times. I do not know what to do anymore, so I just stopped trying. But what was I going to say? So,
what you going to say?
Especially if, you're in a bad situation now, you don't know, what the next 2 years are going to hold, if you're going to have, everything you need to just kind of up and move away. I'm fortunately in a situation where I'll be able to save some money up, when I do move down there. I can either choose to probably live with my cousin, maybe, I don't fucking know, if he's ready to move out by then, or, live with my mom, or I have a lot of different options,
Yeah.
But then when if I'm trying to bring like a girlfriend down with me, that's a whole new situation because, I'd have to find a place. So it's most likely just going to be the two of us. And then, if heaven for like, God forbid something does go south in the relationship, will I have a place to go? Will I be able to, pay for whatever? But that's why now I'm kind of like, I was supposed to see her next week, but we'll see about if that still happens, obviously.
Well, hopefully it does.
I mean, this is the thing, right? I have no problem. Well, it's still very early, so I can't really say much now because, still the honeymoon phase of the relationships, right? But, like, yeah, we're just gonna have to see how it goes. She's chill, but at the same time, I don't have the energy like I used to be able to deal with a lot of things that I used to deal with that I really shouldn't have.
Back when I was 17, I had free time.
Yeah, exactly.
And now
it's not like it's like I cannot stress enough. If this is still in the podcast, I cannot stress enough. It is not about any of the stuff that she's diagnosed with. Like that is the farthest.
No, it is just it's mental strain from life.
It's just mental, like I'm dealing with my own shit too. Yeah, obviously she's going through worse shit, but at the same time, I have to look out for myself as well. So it's like, if this is gonna be something that is just gonna put more of a mental strain on me myself and put me in a even worse position, then what's the point? So I mean, I'll see how the next few days go. We'll see how tonight goes, because I'm pretty sure she's actually in therapy right now. But
yeah.
Like I said, I could not stress this enough. It is not her disability. It is not her any thing she's diagnosed with, any disability she might have, anything that's happened in her life or what's going on in her life right now. Could not be farther from why.
Yeah, no. I absolutely understand what the fuck you're going through, but
because we all know. Well, it's Elon Musk's Twitter now, but we all know what Twitter would have said about 2 months ago, or like a month ago. Buzz like, no, you just hate her because she has a disability, because she has anxiety or PTSD or whatever. And it's like, no, that's not at all what happened.
No, if that was the case, then James wouldn't fucking speak to me. This fucker wouldn't do a whole ass podcast with me.
Yeah, we wouldn't be doing this, right? This episode wouldn't be postponed until like July. If that was the case. But, life sucks for everyone in their own different ways, and this is the one thing where it's just kind of like, I have a lot of shit I'm still kind of working through on my own. I definitely should go to therapy, but...
no. Same,
yeah.
But if therapy, actually does its job, then I'll consider going back.
I have never been to therapy. I don't know if I plan to go, but anyways.
I think everyone over the age of 25 should go to therapy. I think it should just be a straight up law. Or like a necessary requirement.
Yeah.
College students, college and uni students should have uni in general.
I try not to tweet about it or snap. I try not to post anything about it really, because every time I think about it, I'm like, there are people actually going through actual hard shit, and then there's me where it's like, hey, I'm stressed because my work schedule's come a lot more fucked than it usually is. It's like really bad. So it's like and then especially when I got COVID, that fucked up my sleep schedule even more. Because
I completely forgot you got COVID.
Yeah,
I completely forgot that happened. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the beginning of April, yeah. For a whole week. That sucked. But
what day are we on in April? I've completely forgotten. Fucking...
Yeah, it's been 3 weeks since I had COVID, so it's whatever.
We're almost in May? Oh my Christ, yeah. I thought we were middle of April.
May's on Sunday. But May's on Sunday, right? Yeah, May's on Sunday.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
But yeah, I think one thing that's really hard with content creation in general, right, is it's not necessarily scheduling, but it's kind of
doing it. Just outright doing it.
I think that might actually be the best way to say it, because
it's hard.
Just give me a second. It's I'm in a couple servers, with people, that also stream as well, and they have much more consistent stream schedules than I do.
How? But, I will never know.
They also, have a much larger following than I do, and you may say, compare 300 something compared to 49 isn't that much, when you look at some of the top streamers, but it's these are people that have entire basically fan bases at this point, and I have
they run businesses.
Yeah, I have one friend, she's running merch now for her streams, for her channel, and it's right now I'm struggling to get anyone to even come into my streams, but I still have to remember, this is still, the beginning, nothing happens overnight. You're not guaranteed this to happen, but you need to keep working at it. But it's some days just waking up and just being fuck, maybe I should tell someone, I'm struggling with motivation right now to stream. So I could pull up the folder right now with all the streams, and I'm I told myself months ago, yeah, once, I get all my streams, I'll record them. I'll edit them. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10 streams in my folder right now that I haven't even touched. Haven't rewatched yet. Haven't, started editing at all.
Oh, wait. I've got a message. Fucking Brendan messaged me a couple of weeks ago at this point. And it was about editing. I was like, alright, Brendan, what do you want? 1 minute. Let me just go back. Quote. He basically asked me to be his editor. He was like, yo, you think at some point you should edit for me? I'll pay if you want. And I'm like...
If you want.
it's like, yeah, what fucking money? What the fuck?
It's money. Fuck.
It's money. Come on.
But I'm thinking at some point I might ask one of my friends if he wants to be my editor, because I know he's in a tough spot right now, and at least I'm in a spot where I can still take care of myself, where my parents can help me out with certain things.
Bro, is that me? Am I that guy?
No, fuck off. I have another friend, he's definitely had it a bit rough,
Yeah.
and so, I want to
He
kind
could
of
use the support.
use the support, and like I kind of want to find a way to be able to support him without him feeling like, as if I'm just kind of giving him something and then he feels bad about it,
Yeah.
But like I might ask him,
God, we
hey,
love
you want to
pride
be
around
my
here, don't we? God, we gotta love pride.
Right?
Woo! But
Like,
yeah.
this is God. Because, like, especially when it comes to my dad, talking to him about this stuff, it's like, I have to kind of sit here and be like, yeah, I'm doing this, every chance I get. But it's like, realistically, bro, my work schedule's so fucked. I can barely come home sometimes and, like, stay awake once I get home. Like, I'll just knock the fuck out the minute I get home. And then by the time I wake up, it's like, 3 a.m. or 12 a.m. And it's kind of like, it's too late to start streaming now, kind of, because it's like, not only is it, kind of viewership, the amount of people watching, at least in America, anyways, is down. It's also, especially for the game I'm playing, this is a low time for people to be actually be watching, or
Playing.
I'm not feeling energetic enough to really put on a good stream or a good enough stream, so on and so forth, and all the other stuff. And it's kind of, I guess, pure spite is what's somewhat fueling me at this point. Because I'm just like, guys, I know I can do it, but I guess just trying to prove to my dad right now, this isn't gonna be a waste of my time.
Well, no, I don't think streaming's a waste of time. I think streaming is a good stamina check thing. Like, yeah, I can stream for this many hours, therefore I can hold a conversation, therefore I can work for this many hours.
I mean, you saw that day one raid stream. That was like,
What was that, 18 hours or some shit?
That was in total 18 hours, yeah. That was 13 hours the first day, then 5 hours the next day, and that was right after, I believe, 8-hour shift at work. So,
fuck, that was. I remember I fell asleep. Sorry, I woke up. So it was like 3 hours. I was like, okay, that sound. Fell asleep, woke back up. It's like 9 o'clock my time, and this fucker's still streaming for like another 11 hours. And I'm like, James, are you fucking serious, dude? Sleep, my G.
Like, because the thing is too is like, right, it's like, especially if you're on affiliate, you gotta hit certain numbers, right? And the followers one, that's, I'm like 1 or 2 away from the 50, so that's whatever. I'll get to that. The consecutive days, I mean, like, I think, because let me pull up my Twitch thing now, because I always have it open. Where is it? Insights. Let's go to achievements. So, path to affiliate, right? Reach 50 followers. Easy enough. Stream for 8 hours. Piece of fucking cake.
Did that.
Stream on 7 different days. Easy as shit. And then this is the one that gets difficult, right?
How many viewers?
Average of 3 viewers. There was a point in time last month I was averaging 3 viewers a stream. That meant 3/10 of a person was watching my stream on average.
The knees. It was literally the knees of a single human.
It was like someone from the knee down or something. But like, now my average is at 1.98, right? But that's within the current 30-day period. That 30-day period is going to end today, actually. So I'm going to have to basically start, from square one on the next 30-day period, which is going to start tomorrow, and that's going to end in June. And it's just kind of like, and I mean, how much seriously I'm going to take this, especially for like affiliate, not streaming in general, but getting Twitch affiliate. I don't know, considering the new Twitch stuff with the pay cuts and everything.
Oh, but yeah.
It's also kind of fucked up because there's a bunch of people that dedicate their lives to only streaming on Twitch, to say a Twitch partner or whatever, and they couldn't stream anywhere else to expand their like platform, expand their viewership. Now they're getting rid of exclusivity, which is kind of fucked because I know a bunch of people's like, they've literally had situations with Twitch where they start dangling their channel in front of them like, hey, you can't stream anywhere for a while, and then we'll give you your channel back. Like, there's a Call of Duty YouTuber I used to watch back when I was like middle school, and he was kind of pissed about everything because it's like he went to go, try Facebook gaming streaming for a little bit. And then when Twitch, kind of caught wind of it, they're like, oh, you can't stream anywhere for a year. So he couldn't stream for an entire year to get his Twitch channel back with, as being a Twitch partner. And then now it's coming out. Hey, now you guys can stream wherever the fuck you want as well if you want to. So it's like, are you fucking serious?
You ban a man
and
for
Twitch
a year.
Twitch in general is dying as well. So it's like, I need to find some way I can connect to you. I can stream through YouTube Gaming and OBS because that'll just make my life about a shit ton easier. But
You don't know how to do that?
I haven't done it, so no.
Oh.
But
I'm
streaming exclusively through Twitch. But
yeah, I was about to say, just like YouTube it. It's not hard. I did it for like a couple months. This is when I had the fucking Red Hood profile picture. So like,
I think one thing
a year and a half ago.
Yeah, one thing that's definitely difficult is the expanding your platform part especially when it comes to apps you don't really use, like Instagram. I don't fucking use that thing very much at all. Like, I honestly forget I have it a lot of the time. A ton of people are on Instagram, and then there's TikTok. I personally don't like a lot of things about TikTok. I'll be real with you.
But it's easy views.
Like,
easy views, easy guys.
Incredibly easy views. TikTok, Instagram Reels now, whatever the fuck they're called. I don't know about the Snapchat ones because I haven't really looked at those. YouTube Shorts.
Shit. The Snapchat version
YouTube
of TikTok
Shorts YouTube Shorts and community posts have been abused to all fucking hell.
Yeah.
To, do shit like that.
It's just incapable of getting away. Like, trying to do shit you want to is extremely difficult. Like, for me and James and Dylan, who are the only people I've spoken to about, and Brendan, the only people I've spoken about this is the 2 videos I have scripted. I have the Pokemon Adventures script, and I'm currently working on a Persona 3 one. And fun fact, Persona 3 is about 60 hours long in its base story. I think I've spent about 100 hours on my first playthrough. And I have another 2 more playthroughs to go through as I'm writing the script. And
I mean, at least you're you're doing it as you go, as to me, where I'm realizing now I should be doing that instead of just streaming and then saying, yeah, I'll just figure it out later. And then I look at all the footage and I'm like, I'm not gonna sit here for 3 fucking hours and watch all of this. It's like,
no, editing wise, it's definitely like that's a funny moment, clip it, but you do it as you go.
I definitely need to start doing that.
I learned that while I was doing the advert in my college. I was like, ugh, I hate seeing all this footage and then actually editing it. It's like, no, collect the footage, edit as you go. If you see a good clip, you put it in. See a bad clip, delete it, put a new one in.
Yeah.
My next one is a music video for my college. You can only imagine how fucking thrilled I am about that. Definitely don't want to fucking rag my head like a doll. But no, it's stressful because I already have the script done for the Adventures video. As an editor, I know how long it's going to take me to get my panels, to get my characters, to get my research, to get footage, and then actually recording the entire thing, making it sound good, editing it all together. When you understand how long it takes, the motivation drops immediately. Yeah. And when you have that third-person view, it's borderline crippling, especially if starting.
Yeah, that's definitely something that's stopping me from editing a lot. Because every time I try to sit here, go through all the footage, I'm just like, bro, I'm gonna spend more time going through this footage than actually making new content. So by the time this comes out, it's gonna be old as shit. But it's like, because I'm not, I don't have all the shortcuts that people have now for whatever they do to make it as efficient as possible, get it like out quick as shit. But what was I gonna say? It's definitely easier to no, what was I gonna say? Oh, now I remember what I was gonna say. It's rougher in the fact that it's in especially in online content creation. It's if you aren't keeping a constant presence or giving people a reason to stay, keep watching your videos, even if you take a while between videos, then no one's gonna give a shit. Because like it's either that you post every day, or you're such a good creator to people that people will wait literal months to watch you.
JonTron.
I.e., JonTron. Well, JonTron, I don't feel like he has the same charm that he used to, but I think a modern day example would be Michael Reeves.
Oh, yeah.
Because Michael Reeves will literally fall off the face of the earth for like
2 years.
Almost a year doing a project. And then he's just like, yep, this is my video. I'm going to go fuck off again on to the next thing. And then, then there's also people that, make the videos daily. And they may not get, as many views, or they might get more views, but, they're still staying in relevance because they constantly have fresh content out, all the time. It's like something fresh, like every day, or like every other day, a couple days every week, every 2 weeks, whatever, etc., etc. But it's like, me right now, I think I'm still kind of under the stigma of like, especially how YouTube used to be, where it was like, you're the entire channel, you're the editor, you're the content creator, you're everything. But it's like, for the state that YouTube's gotten to now, it's not really viable. Because at least
it's not recommended.
Then, yeah, it's not recommended. Because at least at that point in time, it was like, you record something on your shitty like Sony camcorder, and then you just kind of like did little jump cuts, added little effects, and that was the video. But now it's like,
you need a team of at least 4 people.
If you want like a really good production, you're gonna need time, and you're gonna need someone, at least one other person that can work on it with you, honestly. Because it's like, I don't plan, become someone, that releases a new video every day. But I also want to at least release something on YouTube to at least, kind of gather a presence there. Because there's another Twitch streamer that, I watched a lot. I watched him a bit more recently, but, I used to watch him a lot. And he's a speedrunner, and he's just like, Twitch isn't really in the place anymore where you can just stream on Twitch and that's where you get your entire fan base from. Like, you need to kind of branch out. You need to like go do YouTube. You need to go do whatever else. But it's like, definitely doing YouTube on top of Twitch, it's gonna be easier. Like, he has 2 editors, but yeah, with everything I look at in my stream, I'm just like, fuck, I'm gonna need to get an editor. But then I'm also saying, like, how am I gonna get him these files? Because these are like multiple gigabytes worth of files. So I don't know how I'm gonna get them to him, but I'll figure it out. I'll figure something.
I just want to email them.
Well, the thing is that you can't email files over a certain size. I think Google's like a 25 mega. I think most email companies are like 25 megabyte upload limits, and this is compared to like, let's for example take the 13-hour stream, right? That itself is 21 gigabytes.
13-hour 720p.
Yep.
Yeah, that sounds about like 13 gigabytes. Yeah.
No, this is 21 gigabytes. Sorry, 21. Oh no, it's 1080p. Sorry, it's 1080p. 1080p, 30 frames per second.
Yeah. 1080p, 60 frames per second. Your computer would explode from that just one recording.
Yeah, my 3070 can't handle all that. My 5600X and 3070 cannot handle all that right now.
No, your PC would explode for the inside out.
Especially with 16 gigabytes of RAM. But
16 gigabyte RAM. Sorry.
I plan to upgrade that at some point, but
no, you're just planning to degrade everything in your computer.
Bringing it back to Intel Celeron days, boys. But Windows Vista in this bitch. But
whoop.
I'm thinking sometime maybe later in the future. Probably when the 4000 series comes out, since that's supposed to be so hyped up and everything. 5800X, get a 3090. Get another just kind of rebuild it in a way, I guess.
Make it
there
viable.
Is also the option, if you have a streaming PC and then a gaming PC, and then I'm just like kind of thinking to myself, I'm like, that is fucking pointless. That is so much money I'm going to be wasting for what reason? When I could just get one beefy as shit PC. It's not like it's going anywhere. Like, just kind of plop it down, make sure it's properly cooled and everything, then go about my day.
Then you go home chilling.
Yeah.
Nah, the whole 2 PC concept thing I find fucking ridiculous unless you're high profile.
Like, I looked into it a little bit, and that's the reason I have an Elgato now, because I was gonna originally try, sticking everything into my laptop, so I could stream it to my laptop, and then go from there. And then I realized something because laptops don't take input in; they only take input out. They only do input out.
Mm.
So there's no real way for me to kind of input from my PC to my laptop. So
Moral of the story: don't do content creation. It's hard. Unless you're a determined motherfucker.
I'm determined. It's just like, this current point in time, where my life is at the moment, I don't have the time to really stream. Especially what the fucking sleep schedule is. I'm struggling to stay awake a lot of the time. So it's like,
it's like,
I'm not proud of it, but I haven't been working out, I haven't been eating right.
Yeah, it's like
I haven't been sleeping. Like, it's bad.
Like, to explain our sleep schedules, I come home from I leave college at 4:30. I come home around about 6:30. I fall asleep immediately. I wake up, it's 9 in the morning. Sorry, it's like fucking 9 at night, or like 12 at night. I fall back asleep at 3 in the morning, and I wake up, it's like 11 in the afternoon, and rinse and repeat.
I wish I was getting that much sleep to begin with, bro. Like, my schedule at this point is, especially after I got COVID, it was like, sleep all day, and then, all night I was, well, not all night, but for a portion of the night I was awake, because, I had been sleeping all day, and I was like, I need to get out of bed, just kind of move around a little bit, so I'd hop on my computer for a little bit, play something, and then go to bed.
Yeah.
But now this kind of fucks me over, because I can somewhat, like, I'm still struggling kind of during the day to not be tired, even though I'm extremely tired. But especially driving home at night now, it's like usually I'm able to do it no problem. But more recently, it's like, bro, I'm actually like fucking exhausted. Like,
your boy's struggling to get home.
Like, sometimes I'll come home and I'll grab food on my way home. I'll sit down. I'll be falling asleep trying to eat. And then it's like,
I've done that.
it's a struggle. And then it's like, and then after that, my friends might want to play something, and I'll be like, yeah, I'll play something. And then I'll fucking fall asleep at my desk, for like 2 hours. And then when I wake up, they're all gone. And by that time, it's like 12 or 1 in the morning, and then I'm going back to sleep. Except I lay in my bed for like 3 hours, not being able to sleep because, for whatever fucking reason, 4 a.m. comes, knockout. Then my mom, because she just now started waking me up in the morning, kind of, she'd be like, James, I'm gone for the day, bye, love you, whatever. And so that wakes up at like 7, and then I'm just kind of like going in between small 15 to 20 minute interval naps throughout the rest of the day until I either need to go to work or I need to go do something.
Yeah. Or like you plan to make a fucking podcast episode and you come home and you fucking sleep until the next day.
Bro, I literally I didn't leave work until like 9:40 last night, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't get home till like 10 something, I don't remember. But the girl I'm talking to right now, she was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna call you at 7 o'clock, and I was like, then I'm not gonna answer because I won't be up. Lo and behold, for some fucking reason, my body, after going to sleep at 3 a.m., my body wakes me up at 6, and I was fucking livid because I'm like, bro, are you serious? I used to go to bed at 3 a.m., 4 a.m.
Bro, are you serious? Now I have to answer the phone call.
Well, no, shut up. Fucking dickhead. But it's like, it's like, when I remember when I was younger, I used to go to bed at like 3, 4 in the morning. I would be in bed, I would be asleep till like 2 in the afternoon. So it's just like, are you fucking joking? Like, I can't even sleep when I go to bed extremely late, so late. I'm literally falling asleep at my computer. It's just so annoying, bro.
Welcome to the sleepy episode. And our
episode where we just kind of bitch and rant about how we don't sleep. We're both
our lives
stupid,
suck.
And We're definitely going through first world problems.
Yeah. Oh, and how
That's
the
what makes it
government.
hard to say anything about this, though.
Mm.
Because, it's like I just said, first world problems. It's like, man, I'm really struggling, right now. It's hard to tell people that because it's like, bro, you have a $2,000 PC. You have, like, the rest of my setup, I think, was like another grand. You have a brand new car. How can you, there's other people, struggling to, even like have a roof over their heads.
See, here's the
And
difference. They're
it's hard
struggling
to
to have a roof.
complain.
They have a roof over their heads. They're thinking about having the roof over our heads. We have the roof over our heads. Now we're thinking about life, and life sucks. That's the
Yeah.
only argument you can have to that. They have to think to survive. We have to think about how we want to live, and that's just extremely depressing.
It's kind of like the reason you still see billionaires, like, unfortunately, killing themselves, because it's like, you made it,
Now what?
but what now? It's
I'd
it's
be
definitely
so.
like the trope. I don't know if you've seen this trope where it's like, where people, they grow up from being poor, like, especially with rappers, and then, they kind of feel fulfilled in life, once they, get to that point. But it's kind of like, once they get to that point, where they have money. But then there's also the thing where it's like you kind of, what do I say? What was I gonna say? If you hit the point in life where, you have the money and you have long enough to think about it, it's kind of like from there, it's like, now what?
It's either you follow
Like,
more money,
it's
or
like,
you
what's
just.
next? Do I figure out how I want to live my life now that I have this money? Or am I going to continue chasing for more money? And some people, it's more money, or maybe it's a mixture of both. But it's like at the same time, once you don't have to worry about, surviving on a day-to-day basis, it's kind of like, well, shit, what do I do now? Because I finished my main goal. Now what's the next one? What's going to keep
Oh
me,
fuck! I finished the main story,
focused?
and I can't see any side quests.
There's no more side quests. Guess I got to go into the sequel.
Unless you have a kid. And then the next quest is make sure that kid does not get as fucked up as you are.
Exactly.
We buy that kid therapy at 13.
Like, I don't know when I plan to have kids, if I still plan to have kids at some point, but it's like, I just kind of reached the point where I was just like, there's a lot of shit I remember I fucking despised, especially, growing up in my family. And it's just kind of like, I reached the point where I'm just like, I'm going to sit down my kid, at a reasonable age. And be like, listen, well, as of right now, anyways, I don't drink. But, I don't drink, blah, 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 whatever. But you can choose to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Oh yeah,
All
no.
I want to, like, all I ask is, like, just
Do it
let me know
reasonably.
about, like, be very reasonable. Don't be stupid. And if you're genuinely in something, it's like some kind of trouble or something, let me fucking know.
Dad can throw hands.
Because it's like, that's the thing with, like, especially the thing I have trouble with now is like, if I ever get into something, I dread having to call my parents about it.
I just
Instead
don't.
of,
I deal with it. I've been dealing with it since I was 13. I can deal with it in my fucking 20s. I don't care.
my problem is that a lot of stuff that does end up happening where I need to call them, it's like stuff where it's like, I know they're gonna try and like throw in some kind of lesson. It's like, oh well, this is why you don't do this, this, or that, or it's like this is why you should have done this, this, or that. And it's like, are you fucking joking?
We
Like,
fucking know, dipshit. I learned the
I just
lesson.
had
Stop
like
repeating it.
I just had my like heart ripped out of my body. Thank you for helping. Like when I when I snapped the axle on my car back in like November, he was like, he helped me get a new car, but
He was a prick about it.
he was like, it can't be manual, and I was like, fine, whatever. And so I got an automatic, and that wasn't really the problem. But it was just kind of like, what was I gonna say? He's like, I told you, this stuff can happen with manuals, blah blah blah, whatever, da 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 da. It's totaled, and technically it wasn't totaled. There was there were some repairs that still needed to be made, but it had technically reached the point at that point, we were going to be putting more in repairs than we actually paid for the car. But at the same time, unfortunately, at that point in time, I'm not where I am now, where I could have definitely afforded to fix all that shit, and it pisses me off. You have no idea. But at that time, I was making like $200 a week. It's going to take me like a month and a half to even fix the first thing I needed to fix. And this is going to be another grand on top of that. So that would have been like another 5 weeks. So it's like, I literally can't afford to have this car. As opposed to now, where I'm working basically full time and I make like $300-$400 a week, and it's like, fuck, I could have still had that car.
Yeah.
So it's upsetting, but I love my car now and whatever. But
Yeah,
it's like,
I know you love your car. I see your stories.
whatever. But
I know all of you love your cars.
yes, we do.
I wish I was a car person. I know so many people in Britain that are car people, bike people, motorbike people, truck people. And are like, I just want a van. I don't care what type of van. If it has space in it, I'll have it.
See, like I went to a car meet like a week ago, right? Not a car show.
Yeah.
I do need to go to a car meet though. I need to go to one of those. But I went to a car show like a week ago, and that was one of the nicest. Like that was like one of the only times I've ever been in public. Someone says something to me, and then I hold an actual conversation with them instead of like a one-word response and get on with my day, or like fake laugh about something. Like I was sitting in a car, and then I got out, and it's a relatively small car, and even though I'm not incredibly tall because I'm only 5'10", and all of my fucking friends are 6 feet because fuck my life, but it's like he saw me get out. He's like, I just saw like how tall you are. Like, did you like how'd you fit in the car? And then we kind of like had a whole conversation that spun off of that and everything, talking about the car, other cars, and everything. Just kind of like talking about everything. And then it was only like a couple minutes, but then we still walked away, and it was nice. And but it's like compared to when I'm home and I'm like, I don't want to fucking talk to any of the people in my town because I fucking hate most of them.
Yeah, no. I said this to my mom a couple of days ago. I was like, nah, because I've been going on late night walks recently. I love the night. I love how quiet it is. I love how empty it is. It gets me away from people. It's relaxing. It's therapeutic. And fun fact: if you walk throughout the night, you're not going to sleep throughout the night. So my mom's been like, oh, why do you walk throughout the night? Why don't you just walk through the day? And I'm like, I don't walk through the day because I see people in this town. I see people in other towns, and I hate those people. She's like, no, you don't hate them. And I was so close to just going, no, I hate them all. I hate every single one.
I straight up say to my mom and be like, no, I hate them. No, she's like, hate's a strong word. I was like, it's the right word.
Well, I don't, because of my like association, because of my family and all that, and how well recognized my last name is in my general vicinity, in almost every local fucking town, major town at the very least. Like my last name's decently known, so I'm like, ha 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 ha, funny. I'm not me and my family. So I walk throughout the night to where it's like, yay, I'm me. I'm not my mother's kid. I'm not my auntie's and uncle's nephew. I'm not my cousin's cousin or what they think my cousin's brother, which has been associated all the time. I'm not my sibling's big brother. I'm not Josh. I'm just my last name. It's why I go with Curbs or Kirby, because it's like, yay, I'm not associated with anything other than a pink fucking blob who I relate with on a spiritual level.
Who I relate with on a spiritual level, Jesus.
Yeah, it's just ass, bro. But yeah, she's been like, but because of who I am and who she is, I can't really say to her, no, I genuinely don't like most people in this town. There's like 3 people, not even, I only speak to 1 person in my town regularly.
Yeah.
1 out of fuck knows how many people know me. Like, I don't know how many people know me, because that's how little of a fuck I give about the people.
I think it's because of me and my mom's like dry, sarcastic sense of humor, and the fact that if someone kind of just like, we don't like to deal with drama and shit, so we're just like, all right, whatever, we'll just let you do whatever you want to do, but I'm gonna keep doing what the fuck I'm doing, and if you fuck up, try to come to me afterwards, I'll sit there and act like, oh my goodness, how could this ever have happened? It's not like I fucking told you this would. But like,
yeah.
But it's like, my mom should be like, hate's a strong word. She's like, and like, especially whenever I come home and I'm upset, about work or something, or I have a work story, she'd be like, oh yeah, that reminds me of the time of XYZ when that happens, but something similar happened to me. And it's like, sometimes he's got to deal with it. Like there was one time, right? I got into I got yelled at work
Yeah.
because I won't bring it up on stream now because I'm still employed there at the moment.
But you did
podcast.
You did something and you got yelled at for it.
I did something that, in my opinion, it was me. I was not like I didn't feel like I said it with any disrespect. I felt like I said it, like we're both grown adults, and we can handle this like adults. But then you came over to me upset because, just because you're the manager, and I guess since I talked back to you, versus I felt like something was more important than what you wanted me to do, that's why I got in trouble. So that was a whole ordeal. And I was fucking pissed that night. I was heated because I was just like, are you fucking serious? Like, this is the dumbest fucking thing for you to get mad at me about. Like, when there's very clearly more important things to be worrying about. That was on the list of priorities.
It was on the bottom.
That was very low compared to what I'm doing right at the moment. Especially at the time you asked me to do it. It's not like I said I'm not going to do it. I just said I'll do it later when I literally have nothing to do. Or at a time where it's like I'm like not doing any more orders for the day, so I can take the 5-10 minutes, whatever, and just do it then. But whatever. And so my mom's like, she's a man. Like she understands, where I'm coming from. She's like, she probably took it, whatever. The fact of the matter, the moral of the story was, it was like you kind of have to deal with it because it's your boss, and I'm like kind of like, but if we're both grown adults, I'm not gonna let you like talk down to me. Because just because you're the manager doesn't mean you're fucking right. So, especially if you know nothing about my department, I'm going to ask you to fuck right off and let me do my job.
Is this the same boss that shut down her...
When I have a split second to do whatever you want me to do, I'll do it.
Is this the same boss that shut down her computer when her computer was like,
yes.
Do not... Oh, yeah, okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Bro,
since it's been a couple months, listen to the last episode because that's where we spoke about that story.
I can't wait till I hand in my. I'm trying to decide if I'm going to hand in my notice now or in 2 weeks, but I'm probably going to do a 2 weeks notice because I'm planning to leave on the 30th. Shit, that's literally in 2 weeks. I have to actually. No, that's like next week. Basically, I have to hand in my 2 weeks. That's hilarious. Or actually, no, I have another week after that. It's like 2 to 3 weeks I have, and so I need to hand in my 2 weeks notice.
By the time we're recording this.
Yeah, as of time of recording. When this actually comes out.
Yeah, which is hopefully not tomorrow, but like Sunday. Or Monday. I've got a free Monday. Thank you, Queen. But
this might be the only podcast I don't openly, advertise as of right now.
Yeah.
But, because we might as well just keep all this shit on because whatever, but like, cause fuck it.
Yeah.
But,
we just bleep some shit out. Or cut, like, a little bit.
I mean, like, the thing that I said we might cut out, just leave it in. Fuck it. Whatever.
I was going
completely
to,
uncensored. Yeah. completely uncensored stupidity, but,
Bro, that's been the last 2 episodes. Okay.
No, this is how the episodes always go, right? We'll start off, have no fucking idea what to talk about. And then for, like, the last hour or, like, hour and a half of the podcast, that's when we'll get our shit together and have an actual fucking discussion.
I mean, this one took even longer. I think we took like a whole ass 30 minutes.
We took a whole ass hour to get something going.
Yeah.
Like that was tough. that was a really rough hour.
Yeah. It's like, oh wow, well, a lot of dead people, huh?
It's like, what's the deal with airplane food? It's just like that's basically where we were starting.
Yeah, that's
basically where we were fucking starting. We were scrolling through Twitter for content. That's how bad it was.
That's when you know it's bad.
That's how you know we were struggling to start this podcast.
But yeah, that's kind of what happens when you're deprived of energy.
Yeah, like I know we definitely should start recording more, but it's like with both of the stuff that's just both of the shit that's going on in our lives. With how busy we are, like, how busy we might get, or whatever else we might have going on,
It's just fun to have this as a side hobby. Like,
yeah, it's a good side project.
Something we enjoy doing, something that's not incredibly taxing for me to edit.
It's not like looking at one of my streams like, wow, have fun, fuckhead.
Yeah, it's like, these don't get any longer than like 2.5 hours. I think the longest one we did was like 2.5 hours. And even then I cut it down to 2.
I'm trying to cut down my streams to like 2.5, 3 hours. So there's a lot less. Because I'm thinking that as of right now, anyways, I might just upload whatever streams I do have saved. Just the entirety of them.
Just have a VOD channel.
Fuck it. I might make a VOD channel, actually. But, like, I'm thinking for right now, I just might put it on the main channel. Just to kind of put content there for right now.
Yeah.
Make it discoverable or whatever. And then, from there, just kind of eventually get around to editing everything.
Yeah,
or having small side projects, but
this is just healthy for us. Weirdly enough.
Oh, you have no fucking idea. I have to do. It's not like we have to do any major, preparation. Get people together.
Like we said before, we tried to do this 3 times beforehand, but I'm a lazy cunt. Well, I'm a very tired cunt.
We're both very tired cunts, but only one of these tired cunts actually was here every fucking time.
Yeah, to be fair, each day we try to get the episode done. It was on my college day, and it takes me 2 hours to get home after doing 7 hours of college straight. So
I think what's funny is that we're like, you know what? Yeah, we'll set this day aside. And he's like, you know what? Yeah, that's good. That's a good day. And then he'll be offline. I'll ping him. I'll text him on Instagram and on Snapchat, and there will be no fucking response until the next day. And he's like, hey, yo, I went to sleep, or I went drinking, or I went on a walk. And it's like, mother...
You went on a walk for 6 hours? What are you doing?
I genuinely thought, because I didn't see you online around what was it, 11 my time, because I was like, that was the earliest you said you would be on for it, and I was like, I wonder if he's going to show up.
No.
And it wasn't until, I had to go get my sister from school at 2 o'clock, that's when you're like, I'm ready. And I'm like, he fucking showed up. I was like, well, looks like we're about to lose this podcast just because I have to go out for a little bit. But yeah, here we are.
Yeah, no, I just dyed my head to keep me awake.
That is...
It's a method,
worrying
though.
habit. That's a worrying habit, but I mean,
no,
I just do energy drinks.
I've been planning to dye my hair for 2 fucking months, and I've always wanted to see what I look like with black hair, because I've been blonde for 2 years.
Were you trying to be fucking Joker from Persona 5?
No, I do need to play Persona 5 though. I'm enjoying Persona 3. I want to play Persona 4, and Persona 5 looks sick.
What I want to do for my next stream, honestly, well, I want to finish my Borderlands thing right now, because what I'm doing right now, anyways, or attempting to do, should I say, with my current sleep schedule and everything, is to do kind of a Borderlands series.
Yeah.
And I'm playing through Borderlands 1 now, and then eventually I'm going to go into Borderlands 2, and then 3, and I think I'm also going to throw in the pre-sequel, in between 2 and 3.
Oh, yeah.
But
The Stories of Jack, or whatever his name is.
the Handsome Jack, well, it's technically the
Handsome Jack
collection.
series.
Yeah, the Handsome Jack collection would be pre-sequel in Borderlands 2. But anyways, that's a lot. That's at least, if we go off of how long it took me to do my first Borderlands 2 playthrough, and that's with doing all the side quests, that was about 60 hours. So we're looking at possibly 240 hours worth of, streaming at that point.
Content, baby. Woo.
Content. Yeah, content. I definitely don't want to die inside. Content. But, it's
like we said, this is where the podcast comes in. It's a healthy pause.
Very much healthy pause.
Because we only speak a couple sentences on our messaging, because I don't like messaging overall. This is the only time we speak. It's like a good healthy catch up with each other.
It's a catch up mainly because we are literally almost too busy to even text each other at this point. Our schedules conflict that much.
These are the only times where we speak. Legitimately.
To be fair, hour to 2 hours.
Yeah, to be fair, there usually is the most enjoyable time of the month, just to ramble on for 2-ish hours about anything.
Pretty much. We kind of, some things will be recurring as the first 2 episodes, I'm pretty sure, and this fucking one too. There's going to be stuff that definitely sounds like it's a recurring problem, and people will watch this back and
work,
they're
college,
fucking idiots.
Uni. Hey, we didn't bring. Hey, we can only say this, and I bring this up now because we're not going to speak about it, because we're going to speak about other shit. We haven't brought up any fucking music yet.
Dear Lord, yeah.
But no, it's just a great pause. It's not hard to do. We can actually meet up.
I mean, for podcasts, you still need to, it's still helpful to have, your lists of topics or like a general idea of what you might want to talk about. And it definitely gets harder too when there's a lot of stuff you wanted to talk about and then you didn't get to. So, but by the time you get to talk about it, that's old news at this point. And it's like the Chris Rock Will Smith thing. There was so many jokes I wanted to make about that shit when that first happened. And I was trying so hard to try and get a pod together for that one. But, timing didn't work out, so we didn't get that recorded at all. And by now, everyone's kind of over it. It's whatever. But it's not like, streaming where it's like you kind of need to think about, okay, what am I going to stream for? How can I get, how do I want to get my viewers? With podcasts, at least in my opinion, you can kind of say whatever the fuck you want in a way, and then people will find you.
And then you post it on other socials, and it's easier then.
Yeah. It's also easier to listen to podcasts than it is, to fucking
watch a live stream.
Watch a live stream, yeah, because you can listen to a podcast while you're driving, or while you're walking down the street. You can't really watch a live stream while you're walking across the street, in the car, whatever.
If you did, you're a safety hazard to society.
You are a safety hazard, and you should.
You're the fucker. You're the fucker who stopped on the road. you didn't do the right.
You're the
turn.
dumbass who stopped in the middle of the road because you're watching a Twitch.tv Ugandan swole stream VOD. Anyways, it's like, what was I gonna say? And also with podcasts, like you said, healthy break. We kind of you just shoot the shit for 2 hours instead of how do I make people laugh for 2 to 3 hours when I'm talking to myself.
Yeah, this is okay. I'm with my buddy. We know each other decently well. Let's just talk. Let's just get whatever the fuck happened in our little break out our system.
Well, doing a podcast, I'm pretty sure you can technically do a podcast somewhat by yourself. But at the same time, that takes a special kind of podcast and a special kind of person in a way.
You need to be very antisocial, but social. You need to be fine talking to yourself.
One of my friends, he was like, yeah, I'm going on a drive, and he had heard down. I think Alfred told him or something that we have a podcast. So he was like, I'm trying to find podcasts to on my drive. What's the podcast name? And shout out Silvio for listening. But
oh, that was Silvio that wanted it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out Silvio. But has a dope ass car, Honda Prelude. Anyways, that's going off topic. He texted me back later that day, and I had completely forgotten that I had sent him the podcast link to the Spotify link. And he was like, yo, why the fuck were you guys talking about Facebook for 20, 30 minutes? I don't even remember which podcast episode that was, to be honest with you.
Wait, when did we do that?
Did
we do that?
I can't remember if that was the first one or the second one, because I know the second one. I know the last one we did with Dylan. I'm pretty sure we talked about the metaverse a little bit. I don't remember though. And then the first one, I feel like we definitely fucking brought it up, but I don't know how long.
I won't lie to you. I think I only remember the music. I only remember the music talk.
We definitely spent at least 45 minutes talking about music.
Yeah, easily.
But actually, since then, though, a lot of good music has dropped. I will say.
So much good music has dropped.
Yo, the Dreamville mixtape, bro.
That is fire. That is probably Dreamville's best piece of work.
Stick and Barry from Simpson, I've been listening to on repeat.
That's fire. That's fire.
Fucking
Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry released his new album. That was fire.
And then there's just a lot of other artists. I started listening to a little bit more. A lot of it is drill artists, but I also started listening to a lot more of Kanye's stuff. Gunna, a lot more of Young.
Oh, Thug. Pusha T. He released an album.
I still have to listen to that one.
It's good. That's the best way I can put it. Damn, remember when I just said 10 minutes ago when we... Remember 10 minutes ago when I said we weren't going to talk about music?
Yeah, I know, right?
Can't shut up, man. But yeah.
I've been listening to a little bit more of Kodak Black, actually, too. I've been liking a lot of that stuff. Charmander by Amine. That shit is fucking intoxicating.
Amine just makes high music. You thought Future
He makes the most intoxicating music where you're just like, God damn, I'm gonna be listening to this for so long. You do not understand how long after Real came out, I was still listening to it on a daily basis.
Bro, Comprehension? on that fucking 2018 album. I'm still listening to it. I listened to it when it released.
But it's like, if there's 3 songs right now that I really liked is and I don't remember exactly when all of these came out, so these probably came out a while ago or they're pretty recent, but whatever. Smack DVD by St. John featuring Kanye. Shit's amazing. Fucking love that song.
Haven't heard that one yet, actually.
Drinking and Smoking with Future and Little Uzi.
That's
just
fire.
finally listened to it like a week or 2 ago. Fucking love it. And I'll get into why that happened in a little bit. And Seeing Green by Nicki Minaj with Drake and Lil Wayne. That song goes so hard. Literally,
for years, I've not been able to like properly listen to Nicki Minaj, and I still can't do it.
See, this is the first song where I was just like, "Yo, what the fuck?" Like this is this is something I can really like listen. Like I feel like I can really listen to on a daily basis. Like a lot of our other music, like a lot of our older music, is not to say it's bad. It's still really good. It's just that I had trouble finding one. I could listen to it on a daily basis and not necessarily feel weird about it, but enjoy myself listening to it, I guess.
Yeah. No.
But Seeing Green, definitely, I like that a lot.
But
as to why after, because when did this song come out? It definitely came out fucking. It came out 2 years ago.
Yeah, that came out on Life is High album.
Pluto times Baby Pluto.
Oh, yeah.
But I just heard that song, and a couple weeks ago. This album came out 2 years ago. I need to explain why. I'm just now getting onto this. So, I want to say after, because I think we talked about it in the last podcast, after I think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy, like around there, I kind of fell off of Kanye. I still listen to a little bit of Yeezus, but like after that, I didn't really listen to much of him. Because, I was still kind of in the camp of, I don't like where rap's moving right now. And there's just like a lot of artists, after I grew up, hearing, Jay-Z, Kanye, Drake, fucking Rick Ross, Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, like so on and so forth. Like, the 2000s era, like DJ Khaled, like really, really prime time era. Like when he was first popping off. But I was still kind of really much with that style of rap. So when the new style, like kind of around after Yeezus dropped, especially after Kanye kind of went on his bender, but it was I kind of just fell off. Like I didn't listen to Future, I didn't listen to Lil Uzi, because whenever I listened to them, I was like, this is dog shit. Like this is terrible. Like I don't like mumble rapping is bad. I don't fuck with it. And like that was the same thing that went with Kodak. Let me see who else. Migos, Little Baby, Gunna, Young Thug. Funny side note. This is not related at all to the conversation we're having right now. But whenever I'm streaming, I do have I also have an overlay for when I don't feel like having my camera on. So if I don't really want to feel like I gotta kind of look a certain way, or not necessarily look a certain way, but if my desk is kind of a little messy, or I just kind of want to chill and not feel incredibly streamer mode, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I have like a certain overlay for without camera. And in the top right, let me pull it up so I can read to you exactly.
Wait, I think I popped into one of your streams while you had this up.
It's fuck. Of course I put it over the white text because I'm an idiot. Okay, yes. So the message on the top right, just underneath like my bar that has like top tip, latest subscriber, and like top follower or whatever, right?
Yeah.
It just says Twitch, I am black, I have the VODs to prove it. Now the reason I added that was because there was a time like a couple years ago I saw 2Med streaming, and he had put that underneath his stream because he didn't have a webcam at the time, and he's like, Twitch, I am black, don't ban me for saying the N-word on stream. And so, I had to put a little thing, on the top right, just for a little insurance. If 2Mad felt the need to do it, then,
You should as well.
I should do it.
Yeah. Anyway, it is currently 6 minutes past 11 for me. I am currently falling asleep as I speak. I
mean, I still have. Well, I can't say it on stream, but I'm going to do it. I mean, not stream, podcast. Shit. I'm so used to saying I can't say certain things on stream. God damn.
No, you're on a podcast. I can edit it out. It's fine.
Oh, yeah, you can edit it out.
Yeah, you forget that.
You can just bleep it out. You just bleep it out.
Yeah.
I think it'd be funny if you just bleeped it out. But yeah, I'm just going to go smoke soon.
Oh, no.
The reason I say bleep that out. No, the reason I say bleep that out is because I don't know if family of mine's gonna watch this. So
yeah, I realized the second it came out of my mouth.
I was like, so my mom and dad might not watch it, but just the wrong family member.
Just in case. Just in case.
Just in case. Because my dad's side, they're complete chill with it, but my mom's side, I only know like two of them. They're like, yes, that's some real G shit,
Like we should burn because of this.
You're going to hell because of this. I think my grandma actually might tell me that.
Ooh, love that. But yeah, I'm ending the recording there. Go follow us on Twitter, at Joshua_Curbs and at Swollen Uganda. Go follow James on Twitch, at Uganda.
I will eventually upload to YouTube, I promise. I totally didn't say that in like the first podcast. I probably fucking did. Jesus Christ.
You did. I remember.
That was in fucking February. Oh my god.
Release them once a month, baby.
We are in pain.
You have no clue. Anyway, thank you for watching. Share this video out. Share the podcast. Listen to it with your mates. Catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Later.